आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
In this question, it has been said that x and y are two numbers. Then we have been given two columns. In column A, we have the product of x and y, whereas in column B, we have the product of 80% of x and 125% of y. As per the options, option 1 will be correct if column A is larger. Option 2 will be correct if column B is larger. Option 3 will be correct if the columns are equal, and option 4 will be correct if there is not enough information to decide. Okay, so we basically have to compare between the two columns, column A and column B. So starting off with the solution, first of all, in column A, the entry that has been given is the product of x and y. Okay, hence in column A, the entry that is given is the product of x and y, which will be simply x into y, which is simply xy. Okay, so this is the entry in column A. Whereas in column B, we have been asked to calculate the product of 80% of x and 125% of y. Okay, now 80% of x can be written as x into 80 by 100. Okay, 80% of x is x into 80 by 100, and with this we have to multiply 125% of y. Okay, now 125% of y is y into 125 by 100. 125% of y is y into 125 by 100. Now the column asks for the product of 80% of x and 125% of y, that is the product of these two expressions. So multiplying these two terms, the product comes out to be x into 80 by 100 into y into 125 by 100. Okay, now in this term, in this product, we separate the algebraic terms that are x and y and the numeric terms. Okay, so this product can also be written as xy into all the numeric terms. In the numerator we have 80 into 125, hence 80 into 125, whereas in the denominator we have 100 into 100, that is 1 followed by 4 zeros. Okay, so this is written as xy into 80 into 125 divided by 10,000. Okay, now this numeric value 80 into 125 divided by 10,000, when calculated using a calculator, comes out to be equal to 1. Okay, so xy into 80 into 125 divided by 10,000 can be written as xy into 1, which is obviously the same as xy. Okay, so finally we can see that in column A the entry is xy, and in column B as well the entry can be simplified to xy. Hence we can observe that both the columns are equal, and in that case option number 3 is the correct option.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट, IIT, जेईई मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।